Hey, Bears fans! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Chicago Bears. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. The NFL world is shaking as one of the most talked about trades in recent memory has finally been confirmed, sending shockwaves through fans and analysts alike. Myles Garrett, the dominant defensive end who has terrorized quarterbacks and established himself as one of the premier pass rushers in the league, is officially a Chicago Bear. The rumors have been swirling for weeks, with speculation linking Garrett to multiple teams, but the Bears front office pulled the trigger in a move that instantly reshapes their defensive identity. Fans across Chicago are buzzing, both in disbelief and excitement, as Garrett's arrival signals a new era for the franchise. Analysts are already debating the implications of this trade, from salary cap considerations to the potential impact on team chemistry, highlighting how monumental this move really is. Social media erupted the moment the announcement hit, with highlights of Garrett's most ferocious plays resurfacing, creating a sense of anticipation for the upcoming season. The Browns, on the other hand, are left to recalibrate, facing questions about how they will compensate for losing a generational talent who has been a cornerstone of their defense for years, creating a complex narrative that will dominate sport conversations for weeks. The trade confirmation did not come without drama, as insiders reveal that negotiations were intense and fraught with obstacles. The Bears reportedly offered a combination of high draft picks and young talent, convincing the Browns that this was a deal they could not refuse. Garrett himself had reportedly expressed interest in a change of scenery, adding fuel to the fire of speculation and increasing pressure on both teams to finalize the deal quickly. Chicago's defensive line, which has been solid but not elite in recent seasons, suddenly gains a transformative presence, capable of altering the dynamics of the NFC North. Fans are already imagining Garrett wreaking havoc on opposing quarterbacks, setting records, and revitalizing the Bears' defense with his unique blend of power, speed, and relentless motor. Meanwhile, Browns supporters are processing the loss with mixed emotions, torn between disappointment and understanding the strategic reasoning behind the trade. The move also sends a message across the league, signaling that the Bears are serious about contending immediately, igniting discussions about playoff projections and how this trade could influence the balance of power in the NFL, ultimately making this one of the most significant acquisitions in recent league history. Inside sources indicate that Garrett's decision to join the Bears was influenced by multiple factors, including the team's coaching staff, defensive schemes, and the potential to build a championship contender around him. The organization has been planning for a seismic shift in its roster, and Garrett's arrival fits perfectly into their long-term vision, offering both immediate impact and the opportunity to mentor younger players. Media outlets speculate about the cultural change Garrett might bring, noting that his intensity, leadership, and professionalism could redefine the locker room atmosphere. Analysts predict that opposing offenses will need to strategize differently, adjusting game plans to account for Garrett's presence on nearly every snap, while quarterbacks in the NFC North are already feeling the pressure of anticipating a relentless pass rush. Fan reactions have been overwhelmingly vocal, with online forums and fan pages exploding with speculation, debates, and celebrations. Merchandise featuring Garrett's name and number is expected to sell out rapidly, demonstrating the marketing and economic impact of this trade. Meanwhile, Browns officials are publicly emphasizing the future benefits of the assets received, framing the trade as a calculated step towards sustained success. But the void left by Garrett's departure is undeniable, creating a sense of uncertainty and anticipation that will dominate headlines for months. The timing of this trade adds another layer of intrigue, as it comes just before the league's crucial free agency period, potentially influencing other roster moves and negotiations. Observers note that the Bears are sending a clear message that they are willing to invest in top-tier talent to shift the trajectory of their franchise, a bold strategy that could have ripple effects across the league. Myles Garrett's reputation as a game-changer is unquestioned, and teams will now have to account for his disruptive presence every time they face Chicago. The Browns, meanwhile, are navigating the challenge of rebuilding without their star defender, leading to speculation about which players or draft picks might emerge as future cornerstone pieces. Fans are dissecting every detail of the trade, analyzing the cost, potential benefits, and long-term consequences, creating endless discussion across sports networks and social media platforms. This move also highlights the evolving nature of the NFL, where blockbuster trades can instantly redefine a team's identity, fan expectations, and competitive outlook. As the offseason unfolds, Garrett's integration into the Bears' defense will be one of the most closely watched storylines, setting the stage for what promises to be a dramatic and unpredictable season. Coaches and teammates have already begun expressing excitement and optimism about Garrett's presence, with reports suggesting that the locker room is energized by the prospect of having one of the league's most feared defensive talents anchoring their front line. Analysts point out that his skill set complements the existing roster, creating opportunities for innovative defensive schemes, increased quarterback pressure, and more dynamic pass-rushing rotations. The Bears' front office has also been strategic in emphasizing how Garrett's leadership extends beyond the field, highlighting his influence in motivating players, establishing a culture of accountability, and elevating team performance overall. Social media reactions have included everything from memes to heartfelt support, reflecting the blend of humor, anticipation, and admiration that often accompanies blockbuster trades. Meanwhile, Browns fans continue to debate the rationale behind the trade, weighing short-term disappointment against long-term planning, a narrative that will remain relevant as the team seeks to fill the void left by Garrett. The NFL community is paying close attention to every development, with sports talk shows, podcasts, and analysts providing in-depth breakdowns of how this trade could influence everything from draft strategies to playoff projections. The excitement, speculation, and drama surrounding this move ensure that it will dominate conversations well into the season, solidifying its status as one of the most impactful trades in recent memory. Rumors about Garrett's future role in Chicago have already ignited speculation about defensive formations, potential accolades, and record-breaking performances. Fans envision highlight reels of sacks, forced fumbles, and game-changing plays that could define the Bears season, while analysts predict that his presence alone will alter opposing quarterbacks' decision-making and offensive strategies. The media frenzy is compounded by insider reports suggesting that Garrett's move to Chicago was influenced not only by professional aspirations, but also by personal considerations, creating a narrative rich with human interest and sports drama. Browns executives are emphasizing that the compensation package received provides flexibility to pursue additional talent, framing the trade as a strategic realignment rather than a simple loss. Meanwhile, social media communities are buzzing with predictions, heated debates, and celebratory reactions, reflecting the passionate fan engagement that often accompanies trades of this magnitude. The ripple effects extend beyond the teams directly involved, as other franchises monitor the impact on the NFC North and reassess their defensive priorities in response to Garrett's arrival. The anticipation for the upcoming season has skyrocketed, with Garrett's integration into the Bears' defense being one of the most intriguing storylines, promising a blend of high-octane football, suspense, and transformative team dynamics that will captivate fans and analysts alike, ensuring this trade remains a central topic of discussion. Speculation about how Myles Garrett will transform the Chicago Bears defense has already reached a fever pitch as analysts dissect every possible angle of his impact. Experts suggest that his arrival could force a complete rethinking of defensive schemes, with coordinators designing strategies to maximize his pass-rushing abilities while ensuring the rest of the line operates effectively. Fans are envisioning games where Garrett dominates every snap, setting the tone for turnovers, sacks, and game-altering plays that could swing the Bears into playoff contention after years of struggle. Meanwhile, Brown supporters are navigating a complex mix of emotions, from admiration for Garrett's career to concern about how their defensive unit will compensate for losing such a disruptive force. Social media is alive with theories, memes, and predictions, reflecting the intensity of fan engagement whenever a player of Garrett's caliber changes teams. The trade also ignites broader debates about the balance of power in the NFL, with experts weighing whether the Bears can now rival perennial powerhouses in their division. Rumors hint that Garrett's leadership will extend off the field as well, influencing locker room culture and mentoring younger players, creating a narrative that combines athletic excellence with personal influence, keeping fans and analysts invested in every development as the offseason unfolds. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Insiders indicate that Garrett's integration into the Bears locker room has already begun, with reports suggesting that veteran players are thrilled about his presence and eager to learn from one of the league's most feared defensive ends. Coaching staff are reportedly planning to adapt defensive alignments to maximize Garrett's versatility, allowing him to exploit mismatches, disrupt defensive schemes, and generate pressure that changes the rhythm of games. Analysts emphasize that Garrett's influence goes beyond pure statistics, noting that his mere presence can alter quarterback decisions, force mistakes, and shift momentum in critical moments. Fans are already imagining scenarios where Garrett dominates rival quarterbacks in high-stakes division matchups, creating highlight reels that will define the season and bolster the Bears' reputation. Meanwhile, the Browns face strategic challenges, debating which players or draft picks will emerge as cornerstone pieces to replace the void left by Garrett. Rumors suggest multiple potential moves, from aggressive draft day trades to free agent acquisitions, fueling speculation across sports networks. The anticipation, excitement, and uncertainty surrounding Garrett's move ensure that it will remain a dominant storyline, illustrating how a single trade can redefine team identity, fan expectations, and the competitive landscape of the NFL. Myles Garrett's arrival in Chicago has already sparked intense debates about the NFC North, as rival teams scramble to assess the implications of this seismic acquisition. Analysts suggest that the Bears now possess one of the most intimidating defensive threats in the league, forcing opponents to reconsider offensive strategies and perhaps even alter personnel decisions on game day. Fans are envisioning matchups where Garrett terrorizes quarterbacks, disrupts plays, and catalyzes a resurgence in team morale, creating a sense of hope that has been absent for years. Meanwhile, Browns fans are dissecting the trade, questioning how their defensive identity will evolve without a player who has been the foundation of their pass rush. Insider reports hint at ongoing discussions within Cleveland about leveraging the assets gained in the trade to secure promising young talent or additional draft capital. Social media platforms are flooded with predictions, debates, and reactions, reflecting the high stakes and emotional investment of fans. Beyond the immediate teams, other franchises are watching closely, evaluating how the trade might shift the balance of power and influence divisional dynamics. The narrative surrounding Garrett's move combines suspense, anticipation, and speculation, making a topic that will dominate headlines, podcasts, and highlight reels as fans eagerly await the upcoming season and the first glimpse of his impact on the Bears' defense. Reports indicate that Garrett's leadership qualities are a major factor in his projected influence on the Chicago Bears, with teammates expressing excitement about the experience, guidance, and professionalism he brings to the locker room. Analysts note that his presence will likely elevate the performance of surrounding players, creating opportunities for innovative defensive strategies and more effective rotations that can wear down opposing offenses. Fans are imagining Garrett as the centerpiece of a revitalized defense, delivering sacks, forced fumbles, and game-changing plays that could redefine the team's trajectory. The Browns, on the other hand, are adjusting to the reality of losing a generational talent, prompting discussions about long-term planning, player development, and strategic acquisitions to mitigate the impact. Social media buzz continues to amplify the conversation, with every rumor, report, and highlight clip fueling speculation about the season ahead. Insider commentary also suggests that Garrett's arrival could influence coaching decisions, draft priorities, and team culture, creating ripple effects that extend beyond the field. As the offseason progresses, Every update regarding his adaptation to Chicago, interactions with teammates, and performance in training sessions will be analyzed, debated, and celebrated by fans, reinforcing the notion that his trade represents one of the most significant and captivating developments in recent NFL history, ensuring weeks of coverage and speculation. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.